Hi, this is Brittany Madison, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
Okay, now blow the
Okay,
kiss.
sorry.
Mayweather is no doubt about it. In my mind, in Mosley's mind, in anybody's mind now, that he is the best. He keeps on proving it over and over and over again. And tonight convinced me, I have to say the truth, convinced me that he is the best. Possibly, there's obviously a lot of people who will say and who can argue this, but of all time, Mayweather has the skills to beat anybody. He has the talent, he has the work ethic, and people all over the world are becoming fans of the talent he possesses, so we really have to commend him for that.
And he said that after he himself got beat by Floyd Mayweather. Let's talk about it. Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So after Floyd Mayweather and Canelo Álvarez had an exchange about Floyd coming out of retirement and possibly fighting Canelo because Canelo, he called him out. He said that he was hurting the sport, which is something he basically regurgitated from Oscar De La Hoya saying before. He said Floyd is hurting the sport because he wants to fight against an MMA fighter. He wants to fight Khabib, who just, of course, choked out Conor McGregor. The irony in Canelo saying that is Canelo and his promoter, Oscar De La Hoya, they both called out Conor McGregor after Floyd Mayweather beat Conor McGregor. So not only did Floyd Mayweather clap back at Canelo Álvarez, but he clapped back at Oscar De La Hoya as he went to his social media site, put a picture up of Oscar De La Hoya in fishnet, and encouraged boxing fans to put up the most disrespectful picture of Oscar De La Hoya on Instagram or any other social site. Now let's go ahead and fast forward to Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya, he jumps in the conversation and defends his charge, Canelo Álvarez, and then takes serious shots at Floyd Mayweather. Here's what he had to say on Instagram. Hey Canelo, someone is salty about your record-breaking contract with DAZN. Good thing we will never resort to hitting women. And then as you guys can see, he put a whole bunch of hashtags, hashtag domestic abuser, etc, etc, etc. Now, and it just surprises me that Oscar De La Hoya would talk about anyone's personal life involving women, the police, and everything else that has gone on in Oscar De La Hoya's life. I mean, I could go into detail talking about Oscar De La Hoya's personal life, but what I want to do is I want to explain how we've even gotten to this point with Oscar De La Hoya taking shots, personal shots at Floyd Mayweather, and Floyd Mayweather taking shots at him as well. So you guys remember the clip that I played at the beginning of this video where Oscar De La Hoya was praising Floyd Mayweather as arguably the greatest fighter of all time after he beat Shane Mosley. Now, the first thing you guys need to understand, it is very, very rare in the history of boxing for a fighter to praise his arch nemesis as arguably being the greatest fighter of all time. We never seen Joe Frazier call Muhammad Ali the greatest. We never seen Tommy Hearns call Sugar Ray Leonard the greatest, and so on and so forth. But this is what Oscar De La Hoya said after he got beat by Floyd Mayweather. And coincidentally, when Floyd Mayweather beat Juan Manuel Marquez, Marquez's trainer Nacho Beristain, he praised Floyd Mayweather the exact same way that Oscar De La Hoya praised him. Nacho Beristain, he said, man, this guy is simply the best. He's the Michael Jordan in the sport of boxing. This is the reason why I tell you guys that one of the most dangerous weapons in the world is a microphone and a camera. It can work for you or it can work against you. It can be the evidence that vindicates and frees you, or it could be the evidence that puts you in prison for the rest of your life. So when you have boxing fans that despise Floyd Mayweather say after the fact to defend Oscar De La Hoya and say, hey man, well Oscar De La Hoya did say that, but later on he changed his mind, etc, etc, etc. It doesn't matter if he changes his mind later on, guys. And this brings me back to me explaining how we got where we are today. Guys, Oscar De La Hoya used to praise the hell out of Floyd Mayweather. Matter of fact, in this same press conference, he even went so far as to saying there's no reason. I know you guys want to see Mayweather versus Pacquiao, but there's no reason for that fight to take place because it will be a mismatch. Floyd Mayweather would beat him too easy. So he said all these things about Floyd Mayweather. But while Oscar De La Hoya was constantly praising Floyd Mayweather, for whatever reason, and I don't know why, Floyd Mayweather would constantly trash Oscar De La Hoya in return. And eventually, Oscar De La Hoya, he got sick of it. So basically, he started to retract everything that he said, which makes perfect sense, right? But the problem is, if you have already went on record and called Floyd Mayweather the greatest fighter of all time, and then you change the narrative once you feel that this guy is disrespecting you, then we know that what you said after the fact is based on emotion. It's based on you not liking the guy anymore. That's like the Oscars giving some actor the award for Best Actor of the Year. And then because that actor, he criticizes the Oscars in a tweet, now all of a sudden the Oscars, they're saying we change our mind. He didn't deserve Best Actor of the Year. You see how that plays out? This is why I tell you guys, a microphone and a camera is one of the most dangerous weapons in the world. Now let's go back to Oscar De La Hoya talking about Floyd Mayweather hitting a woman, etc., etc., etc. See guys, this is what I mean when I tell you, it is great to have your hope insurance in the sport of boxing because it covers whatever you do. No matter what Oscar De La Hoya has done outside of the ring, these fans that discredit Floyd Mayweather, they still praise Oscar De La Hoya. They don't talk about the things that he's done outside of the ring. And quite frankly, neither do I, if it has nothing to do with the sport of boxing. I don't care what Oscar De La Hoya did outside of the ring. And that's the exact same type of reception that Floyd Mayweather should get. So because Oscar De La Hoya, once again, he felt disrespected by Floyd Mayweather, he's repeating everything that we often hear decaf say in the comment section. Fans that don't like Floyd Mayweather, they obviously bring up the domestic violence case. But do you think these fans really care about domestic violence? Do you think that really alters the way they look at a fighter? You would be a fool to believe that. Let me go ahead and give you a prime example. Edwin Valero. You guys remember Edwin Valero? If you don't believe me, you ask any boxing fan right now. Just ask them the question on the streets. Ask one of your friends. Remember Edwin Valero? What did you think about Edwin Valero? The first thing they'll say is, oh man, that guy was a great fighter. Man, he knocked out everybody he faced, and man, he would have punished Manny Pacquiao. And they would continue to say all of these good things about him. They will completely ignore the fact that Edwin Valero was a true wife beater. He used to beat his wife on a regular, and then he got to the point to where he was high on drugs and he ended up killing his wife and then killing himself after he was arrested. But yet, because Edwin Valero has his hope insurance, it covers everything that you do. So like I said, once again, when people mention his name, the first thing they do is talk about his accomplishments in the ring. They completely ignore the heinous crime that he committed. Because these fans don't care about that. These fans care about boxing. They only use these excuses, once again, when it comes to trying to justify why you don't like Floyd Mayweather. You bring up Floyd Mayweather's name and they're going to bring up something like that and not even talk about boxing. They're going to say, oh, I just don't like him. I just don't like him. What does you like in this man have anything to do with his accomplishments in the ring? It has nothing to do with that. Once again, before Kovalev lost to Andre Ward, before Andre Ward moved up to 175, Kovalev was #1, the best light heavyweight in the world. And even though he was a known racist, we couldn't take away him being the best at 175. Him being a racist had nothing to do with his accomplishments in the ring. You get it? So that's just a message for the decafs that contradict themselves. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.